Okay, hello guys, hope you're all doing well. Okay, today we are going to host a web application with a database on RDS. So our web application will have the PHP and Mysql code. So let me show you the code that we are going to use today. Okay, here is the code we are going to use today. Here is the name of the file, dynamic prod, and here is the bunch of information necessary for the web application to run. Okay, let me jump into the console and go forward. Before I jump forward, let me just say this code isn't mine. I just grabbed it from the internet from Tanya Rasia, I think so. Okay, let me try this. I remember. Okay, here is Tanya Rasia. Okay, here is the girl that wrote the code, and everything is running. So I just grabbed the code from GitHub, open source. So here is she. So let me close this and jump to my console. Okay, first of all we are going to subdivide this tutorial in 3 steps. The first step, we are going to create security groups. The second step, we are going to create a database, and the third step, we are going to upload the code. We are going to upload the code we have here to our database for it to run. We're going to upload the code on S3, and then link the endpoint so as our database will communicate and grab the different informations and store information too. Okay, let me go to a management console. We start with by doing the first step, which is creating a security group. For doing that, we need to go to VPC and click on security groups. This I just did. We are going to be creating 2 security groups, one for our web server, and we come back to our diagram. One for our web server and the other for our database. Okay. No, I said security groups. Okay. Here we have our default security group. So let me create a security group. Let me start by creating the web server security group. Web server SG for security group. Okay, our security group will be communicating with us, SSH. And my IP, since you'll be communicating with me, and the web server will also need to accept requests from HTTP anywhere, and HTTPS. Now HTTPS everywhere, so I am going to be the only one with the ability to log in there and do different configuration. The outbound rules is everywhere, so our web server, the security group will enable our web server to communicate with everybody, to send out traffic, but to take in traffic, this is the only traffic he will be taking in. So I think everything is correct. We're using the default VPC. Okay. Okay, we have a web server security group created. Now we are going to go back to security group. Here is our web server security group that is created. We just rename it. Okay, now we are going to create, let me go back to the diagram, and now we are going to create the security group for our database. So the security group for our database will communicate with the web server and only the web server. So let me go forward. Okay, create security group. Okay, database SG, database security group, description. Okay, now we are going to choose our security group. Will be, as I said previously, communicating only with our web server which will be running the MySQL code. So yeah, what we are going to choose is the permission to allow MySQL, and open this port for our security group to communicate. And yeah, we are going to see our security group will just take in web, so it will appear. So this rule will enable that everything that is any permission that is in our web security group will automatically launch here. Okay, for more security purpose. Okay, let me go forward. Okay, everything is okay. Okay, good. Our security group now created. Our security group are created. Now we are going to create a database. We come here, we see RDS. Then let me just open it in a new tab. And come back here. Here we have our database security group that is okay. Let me just rename it and save. Okay. Okay guys, for the creation of our relational database service, what we are going to do, we are not going to create a database here, because if we do here, it's going to launch the database Aurora, which is Amazon proprietary database. So what we're going to do, we come here and click on database. Okay, so create a database. As I said previously, our database is running on MySQL. We come down and select free TS. We allow this MySQL version. Come down. Okay, let's rename it app database DB, app DB. Okay, for the credential, we are going to put let me see, we allow admin, and for passwords, okay, let me put the passwords and okay guys, this password I am putting in here, I'm going to reuse it later to mention it in my codes. Let me just go and in the code that was written by Tanya, there is a config file that will enable you to configure the code, everything that your database needs in order to connect and run with the code. So we'll be doing that later, so just retain just know this password somewhere so you won't forget. Okay, we allow T2. Okay, we disable auto scaling since we are not in a production environment but in a testing environment. Okay, we allow our default VPC. Public access. Given that we have configured our security group to communicate only within us and it is quite secure, we are going to enable this in order to allow our EC2 instance to run with our database. Okay guys, yeah, for the reason why we first created our security groups was now we're going to use them. We first disable this default security group and select. Here we're creating our database security group, so which security group should we select? I guess you understood. Database SG. Okay, you click here. It didn't select, so let me try once more. Okay, click outside. Now it's selected. So availability zones, let's say 1A in order to be sure. So we also launch our EC2 instance in the same region. Let me check additional configuration. It's for the pods that we open. Okay, cool. Password authentification, good. Additional configuration, database option. Okay guys, let's just allow these ones the way they are. Here is for the backup. So how many times will Amazon backup our database? So okay, let's just allow 7. Okay. I think let's just allow everything the way it is here. Okay, we'll do so. And now we create a database. Okay, it's going to take a lot of time, but now a database created, we go back to the file of that was was written, but if you are in a production environment, the file must have been given to us by the production, by the department of coding. But now that we have Tanya's codes, what are we going to do? The password we previously created for our database, we just open this config php file with a text editors, and we are going to, let me just open it with Notepad. We are going to put in the password we created for our database, and once the creation of a database will be completed, we will grab the endpoint and also post it here. Okay, here is for the endpoint. So now the password I placed was, let me just allow you, so was access 11. So okay, let me just wait an instance. Let me just click here to see. No, it's not possible. The database haven't been created successfully yet. Okay, once it will be created successfully, we are going to have the endpoint here. Okay, while waiting for the endpoint to generate, let us go and create EC2 instance. We open it in a new tab. Okay, let me just can refresh it. Okay, let me go out. Okay, let me go in once more to see if the endpoint have been. Okay, the endpoint haven't been created yet. So let's go and start launching the EC2. Okay, launch instance. Okay, select this, the image FreeGST2. Okay, we're going to add our instance in a default VPC subnet A as our database. Role, IAM role. Okay, guys, for the IAM role, you're going to take S3 and SMS, and you're going to take S3 and SSM role. Okay. Let me just put terminate. In order for EC2 to launch directly without us logging in to the EC2 before installing all the different YAM update, we are going to, I have a script here that we are only going to copy and paste. Okay, this script, for us to use this, we first have to create a S3 bucket, because it will contain the name of our S3 bucket in order for the EC2 to grab the different information in it from our S3 bucket and run our code. Okay, let me first go S3. Let me open it in a new tab. Okay. create a bucket. Okay, let me create a new bucket. Create buckets. Okay, how should I name it? Website app with database. I think this name isn't taken. Okay, bucket versioning, no, let's just allow it. Server-side encryption always. Okay, create a bucket. Okay guys, this our bucket is created. Okay, now I'm in the bucket, so I just grab the name of a bucket, I copy the name of a bucket, I just place it in this code here, I replace it with this. Okay, so now what do? I copy this command, I come back to the creation of EC2 instance, I post it, next. Okay, allow the storage that is this, next. Let me just say name web server. Okay, now web server simple. Okay, you see this one, and it's because here, what do we have to do here, guys? Someone tell me. Okay, I can hear you. Okay, so now what do? Just think. We select an existing security group. Now we are going to use the security group we created from the beginning, and it's a web server security group. Okay, review and launch. Okay, if you don't have an existing keeper, you just create one by creating a new keeper. Okay, but I do have one, so guys, I continue. I launch my EC2 after acknowledging for the keeper. Okay, what do I do next? Okay, I think I did an error. I was supposed to launch the EC2 at the end. Okay, but not quite. Okay, let me just continue and see if it will still work. If not, we are going to delete that and create a new one later. So what do I do now? My endpoint has already been generated, so I just grab this code. I just grab this link. I copy it, and I copy the link. I come to my code. No, this code file in this config document. I open it with Notepad. So here was the code for the database I already placed. So now I'm going to replace the endpoint because this one is not for database. Okay, that being good, what do? I save it, I close. I now come and grab all these codes, then I allow it running in my S3. Okay. I clicked on upload, so I'll just wait for the code to upload. And now our S3 is already running. I don't know if after the S3 has grabbed, after the S3 is already running, it will still be able to grab the code that we just uploaded. Okay. Let me go and see the S3 if this has already been done. Okay, I don't know, but guys, this is learning. I am also learning while doing these videos, so the experiment won't be any troublesome. Okay, I come and grab my DNS. Grab the DNS and I come here. Let me probably this, I don't know, let me see. Okay. It's online, guys, but this isn't the page that you need to this isn't the link you need to type in order to arrive the web server. So what we're going to do is that that code already being there, we are going to, when the prod gives us the code, we first need to reinitialize our database, and for that we use the same link. We just say slash install point php file not found. Okay, it's not install /php. It is public. It is in the public file. Public slash install .php. Okay, guys, I think it's not working because we first launch EC2, we first launch a server before depositing the code, so it's not arriving. So what we are going to do is that we are going to delete this. I'm going to delete this server and create a new one. So because the server already exists, and normally there are some specific command that will enable but I don't want to jump into that now. So let me just do simple. I terminate this instance while it is terminating, let me just launch a new one. Okay guys, you saw previously what I did, so it's just the same thing. Okay guys, I think all been done. Now here it will work. Let me think if there is something I omitted when creating. I think it will work. Everything being okay. Yeah, in this file everything was done. So let me view my instance. Okay, the instance is running. This one terminated. Let me just delete it. I terminated twice. Okay, I think I can delete it for it not to be visible here anymore. Okay, I'm not seeing that feature, so I will just allow it. Okay guys, let us go away from this and come back to our running instance. Okay, first of all, I like being the status check being on 212 before me testing, because it's just the testing that we need to do now before going up. So let me select, but sometimes in my work, before the testing goes through, so let me just grab the public DNS and let me just log this, open a new tab and come here. So as I said previously guys, what we need to do is first initialize our database. Okay, I will launch the command. Let me check the instance state. Let me go back to my database and see how it is going. All is well here. So while EC2 instance the launching, I'm just scrolling to see how I did things. Okay. Okay guys, like I said previously, it is in this file that we have the public. When I say /public to come and install everything you need. So okay, right now okay guys, without it being reinitialized, without the check being 2 on 2, so you see database and table user created successfully. But here is not the home page to a website with database or database. So to reach our database, what we need to do is type in public /index.php and okay guys, it's true, it's not quite our storm, it's not with more design, but we are not here for design. We are here to host a database and interact with it. So this code that was given by us by Tanya on GitHub. So this is what the code does. So simple database app, we can create a user. Let's see if we create a user is going to put in data into our tables in the database. Let me say new user and email gmail.com. age, I won't put my age, let me just put 16, and location, let me see New York. Let me submit. New successfully added. Okay, for new it was the name I put. Let me just try a new name once more. Let me say Bob Newman. Email Bob let me just say 45, location LA, submit. You see, Bob successfully added. Okay, then go back. You see here, you can, on this database, you can rate what you just created, find user based on location. Okay, but normally in a production environment you can have this with, you give the link to users and then they found all this information, but for testing it's quite cool. Okay, you see, that is quite cool, guys. Okay, being done with this tutorial, I wish you all a good day. Thanks for watching, guys.